Welcome to another episode of MarketSense, where we simplify key economic issues and concepts to help you better understand and make smarter economic decisions. My name is Dr. Taufik Olaoleraji. Hold on. Have you ever thought of what will happen to Nigeria's economy if we ever got invaded by a foreign power? In today's episode of MarketSense, we'll be diving into this thought-provoking issue, not from a political, religious, or social perspective, but from a strictly economic one. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere as I break down this economic impact one after the other. Now let's look at the impact on trade and investment. The moment a war or an invasion starts, our ports will go quiet, ships will stop coming in, and investors will pull out. Once investors pull out, the value of the naira will diminish. No investor wants to put money in an economy where bombs are falling. The stock market will crash, and as investors pull out, businesses will not have the monies to spend. Unemployment will be on the rise, and confidence in the economy will start dwindling. And once confidence in the economy starts dwindling, the road to recovery will be very long. Now let's look at inflation. The moment a war or an invasion starts, trucks will stop moving, the roads will become unsafe. Fuel and commodities will now seem like gold. And once the price of fuel climbs, so does every other thing: transportation, food, and even your sachet water. What you used to buy for 2,000 naira will now cost 5,000 naira today. And that is how a war or an invasion empties people's pockets, not through guns, but through prices. A war or an invasion affects every sector, from agriculture to manufacturing to services. Your farmlands will become battlefields. Factories won't be able to get raw materials, and offices won't be able to operate. Once production stops, jobs disappear. Even small businesses, your food vendor on the street, your courier man that delivers your parcel, and even your barber will feel the heat. An invasion or a war doesn't just break buildings, it breaks the economic supply chain that keeps people surviving. Now let's look at the impact on government and debt. Once a war or an invasion starts, governments spend heavily on defense, weapons, soldiers, and logistics. Now, where is this money going to come from when all revenues will be on the decline and even tax revenues will be nowhere to be found? The only other option is to borrow. And with more debt means a weaker naira. At this point, we won't just be fighting a foreign power or protecting a religion. We'll be fighting unemployment, hunger, inflation, all at the same time. Lastly, let's look at Nigeria's credit rating. The moment a war starts or a foreign power decides to invade Nigeria, our credit rating is going to go down. That means credit agencies such as Moody's would downgrade Nigeria's credit rating. What that means for us is that borrowing will be more expensive, and even to get those facilities will be much more difficult. History has not been kind to any country that has been invaded by a foreign entity under any guise. A typical example was when the British invaded Lagos in the 1800s under the guise of ending slave trade. We all know how that ended. Any country that wants growth must ensure it keeps its peace at all costs. And that is why our government must stop being reactive and start being proactive concerning everything that involves security. And for we, the citizens, it is high time we start being watchdogs of our own communities. MarketSense will help you connect the dots and ensure that you're properly informed. Ensure to send this video to friends and family and click the subscribe button. And most especially, say no to drugs. Educate the mind, don't abuse it. See you next week.